we are faithless, He remains faithful. There are seasons when your faith feels weak. You still want to believe, but the pain has been heavy. You still want to pray, but the words feel far away. You still want to trust, but your heart is tired from waiting and hurting. Jesus does not walk away from weak faith. He stays. When your grip loosens, His hand remains strong. When your heart feels unsure, His faithfulness remains steady. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak. I brought you faith like fading fire, a flame that barely burned. I had questions in my spirit and lessons still unlearned. I wanted to be stronger, I wanted not to fear, but in the place I felt so weak, I found you standing near. When my prayers were only whispers, when my hope was almost gone, Jesus stayed beside me and helped me carry on. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak. He did not turn away. He was faithful in the silence. He was mercy through the day. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak, when your heart could barely stand. He was holding every trembling part inside His faithful hands. There were nights I felt uncertain. There were days I felt ashamed. There were moments I kept wondering if I had failed your name. But the Savior of the weary never crushed my little faith. He came close with tender mercy and covered me with grace. So I will rest inside His promise, though my strength may rise and fall. For the faithfulness of Jesus is greater than it all. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak. He did not turn away. He was faithful in the silence. He was mercy through the day. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak, when your heart could barely stand. He was holding every trembling part inside His faithful hand. He stayed through the doubting. He stayed through the fear. He stayed through the questions I carried through the years. He stayed when I trembled. He stayed when I cried. He stayed like a promise, standing by my side. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak. Through the valley, through the rain, every fragile prayer you offered, He was covering with grace. Jesus stayed when your faith felt weak. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The one who remains faithful will be faithful to the end. The one who remains faithful will be faithful to the end. Weak faith does not push Jesus away. He remains faithful. When you cannot hold him tightly, he still holds you. And his faithfulness is stronger than your weakest day. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Jesus knows what broke your heart. He knows the words that stayed with you. He knows the goodbye that still hurts. He knows the disappointment, the loss, the betrayal, the prayer that seemed unanswered. You may not talk about it anymore, but he still knows where the wound began. And he is not rough with broken places. He comes gently, with healing in his hands. I carried pieces of my heart down a road of dust and rain, trying hard to move ahead while still remembering the pain. I smiled beneath the chapel lights. I sang the songs I knew, but deep inside the broken place was still crying out for you. Then Jesus came with healing hands where sorrow left its mark, and whispered through the evening, I know what broke your heart. Jesus knows what broke your heart. He knows the wound inside. He is gentle with the sorrow you have been trying to hide. Jesus knows what broke your heart. Every tear and every scar, when no one understands the pain, he meets you where you are. There were memories I avoided. There were names I could not say. There were roads I would not travel because they led me back to pain. But the Savior of the wounded never rushed my soul to heal. He sat beside my brokenness and showed me love is real. So I will bring him all the hurting, all the pieces I can't mend. For the hands that hold forever can make broken hearts whole again. Jesus knows what broke understands the pain. He meets you where you are. He knows the day it happened. He knows the words that stayed. He knows the quiet damage that time could not erase. He knows the grief you buried. He knows the love you lost. And every broken place in you can still be touched by the cross. Jesus knows what broke your heart, through the valley, through the night. When your soul feels torn in pieces, He becomes your healing light. Jesus knows what broke your heart. Let your weary spirit breathe. The one who knows the wound so well can give the healing that you need. The one who knows the wound so well can give the healing that you need. You do not have to hide the broken place from Jesus. He already knows. He knows what happened. He knows why it still hurts. And His mercy can still heal what broke your heart. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. Some pain is hard to explain. You can try to tell the story, but the words never feel enough. So you keep it inside, you smile around it. You learn to live with it, without telling people how much it still hurts. But Jesus knows the pain you never explained. He knows where it started. He knows why it stayed. He knows what it cost you to keep moving forward. And He is gentle with the places you never found words for. I carried pain I never named, down roads of dust and stone. I kept the story tucked away where no one else had known. I tried to speak, but words fell short. I tried to make it clear, but only Jesus understood the wound behind each tear. When nobody knew the reason, when nobody saw the stain, You searched the hidden rooms of me and knew the silent pain. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. He sees the wound inside. He is gentle with the broken place you have been trying to hide. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. Every sorrow, every tear. When no one understands your heart, Savior still is near. There were memories I buried deep. There were names I could not say. There were moments that still followed me like shadows through the day. But the Lord, who knows my every thought, never turned His face from me. He came close inside the silence and brought mercy tenderly. So I will bring Him what is hidden, what my lips could never show. For the one who knows my deepest pain can heal what others do not know. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. He sees the wound inside. He is gentle with the broken place you have been trying to hide. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. Every sorrow, every tear. When no one understands your heart, the Savior still is near. He knows the ache behind your quiet. He knows the grief beneath your smile. He knows the road that broke your heart and stayed with you a while. He knows the things you never told. He knows the tears you had to keep. And in the places words cannot reach, His mercy still runs deep. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. Through the valley, through the rain, every hidden wound within you, He is covering with grace. Jesus knows the pain you never explained. Let your weary soul believe. The one who knows you fully can heal what others cannot see. The one who knows you fully can heal what others cannot see. You do not have to explain everything to Jesus. He already knows. He knows the pain. He knows the story. He knows the wound. And He is close enough to heal what words could never reach. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. An empty heart can be hard to explain. Nothing may look wrong from the outside, but inside you feel tired, distant, quiet, and hollow. Maybe you have been giving so much that your soul feels empty. Maybe pain has taken more than people realize. But Jesus is near. When your heart feels empty, He does not shame the emptiness. He fills it with His presence, His mercy, and His peace. I sat beneath the porch light with my Bible on my knees. The night was calm around me, but there was no calm in me. I had given all I could give, I had carried all I knew, and somewhere in the silence my empty heart reached you. Then Jesus came like quiet rain upon the dry ground there, and filled the hollow places with mercy and with care. Jesus is near when your heart feels empty. He is close when hope feels gone. He can fill the silent places where your soul has waited long. Jesus is near when your heart feels empty. You are safe within His love. What feels dry and worn inside you can be touched by grace above. There were songs I sang half-hearted. There were prayers I barely prayed. There were days I kept on moving while my joy felt far away. But the Savior of the weary never pushed my heart aside. He came close to all my emptiness and brought new life inside. So I will not fear the silence, I will not hide my need, for the hands that hold the heavens still can feel this heart in me. Jesus is near when your heart feels empty. He is close when hope feels gone. He can fill the silent places where your soul has waited long. Jesus is near when your heart feels empty. You are safe within His love. What feels dry and worn inside you can be touched by grace above. He fills the room with mercy. He fills the night with peace. He fills the heart that's weary and gives the soul release. He fills the place of sorrow. He fills the place of fear. And where your heart feels empty, Jesus still draws near. Jesus is near when your heart feels empty. Through the valley, through the night, when your soul has lost its singing, He becomes your healing light. Jesus is near, Jesus is near. When your heart feels empty, let your tired spirit
restore what you need. The one who knows your hollow places can restore what you need. You are not wrong for feeling empty. You are human. You are tired. You have carried much. But Jesus is near. And where your heart feels empty, His presence can begin again. And hollow, maybe you have been given so much that your soul feels empty. Maybe pain has taken more than people realize. But Jesus is near. When your heart feels empty, He does not shame the emptiness. He fills it with His presence, His mercy, and His peace.
I have called you by name. You are mine. There are seasons when you feel invisible, like life kept moving, people kept passing, and somehow your heart was left unseen. You may wonder if heaven remembers you, if your prayers still matter, if your name is still known. But heaven has not forgotten your name. God knows you personally. He knows your road. He knows your tears. He knows the story you have carried in silence. He still calls you His. I walk beneath the open sky with questions in my chest, wondering if my tired heart was somehow loveless. The world felt big around me. My prayer felt small and plain, but heaven leaned in close to me and called me by my name. When I felt lost in the silence, when I felt too far to see, the Father spoke with mercy, "Child, you still belong to me." Heaven has not forgotten your name. You are never out of sight. God has held you through the valley and watched you through the night. God is already there. There were days I felt like nothing,
nights I felt unknown. There were prayers I prayed in secret when I thought I was alone. But the Lord who made the heavens never lost his hold on me. He was writing love and mercy where my eyes could barely see. So I will rest inside his promise, though the world may pass me by. The God who calls me by my name will keep me through the night. Heaven has not forgotten your name. You are never out of sight. God has held you through the valley and watched you through the night. Heaven has not forgotten your name. You are still within his care. Even when you feel forgotten, God is already there. He knows the tears you buried. He knows the prayers you cried. He knows the dreams you carried and the pain you kept inside. He knows the road behind you. He knows the fear ahead. And every name he calls his own will never be forgotten. Oh, heaven has not forgotten your name. Through the valley, through the rain, every lonely hidden season, he is covering with grace. Heaven has not forgotten your name. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The God who called you his own will be faithful to the end. The God who called you his own will be faithful to the end. Your name is not lost in heaven. God knows you. God sees you. God remembers you. And the one who calls you his will never forget your name.
When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. The season may not be easy. Maybe it feels uncertain. Maybe it feels lonely. Maybe it feels heavier than you expected. You may not know how long it will last. You may not understand why you are walking through it, but God will meet you in this season. Not only after it ends, not only when everything makes sense. He will meet you here in the middle of it, with grace for today and hope for tomorrow. walked into a season I did not understand, with questions in my spirit and trembling in my hands. The road ahead looked cloudy, the rain was falling slow, but somewhere in the valley I felt His mercy close. When I could not see the ending, when I could not find the reason, the Father softly whispered, I will meet you in this season. God will meet you in this season. He is closer than you know. He is walking through the water where you thought you'd walk alone. God will meet you in this season. Every step is in His care. When the road feels hard and hidden, He is already there. There were days I felt uncertain. There were nights I felt afraid. There were prayers I kept on lifting as I waited for the way. But the Lord who holds the journey never lost His sight of me. He was present in the middle where my eyes could barely see. So I will trust His nearness, though this path feels rough and long. For the God who walks beside me will become my strength and song. God will meet you in this season. He is closer than you know. He is walking through the water where you thought you'd walk alone. God will meet you in this season. Every step is in His care. When the road feels hard and hidden, He is already there. He meets you in the waiting. He meets you in the rain. He meets you in the questions you cannot explain. He meets you in the valley. He meets you in the night. And every season held by Him can still be filled with light. God will meet you in this season. Through the valley, through the rain, every place that feels uncertain, He is covering with grace. God will meet you in this season. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The God who walks beside you will be faithful to the end. The God who walks beside you will be faithful to the end. You do not
not have to wait until this season is over to find God. He is here now, in the middle, in the waiting, in the questions, in the unknown. And the God who meets you here will carry you through. Wait for the Lord. Be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. Waiting can make your heart feel forgotten. You prayed, you trusted, you hoped, and still the answer has not come.
But God still sees you in the waiting. He sees the faith it takes to keep believing when nothing seems to change. He sees the tears, the questions, and the quiet strength you have carried day after day. The waiting is not empty when God is still with you. I watch the sun go down again across the open field, promises inside my heart that time had not revealed. I held my prayer with tired hands. I whispered through the rain, Lord, I still believe in you, but waiting brings its pain. Then mercy moved across the wind and met me where I stood, reminding my weary soul that God is always good. God still sees you in the waiting. He has not turned away. Every tear and every prayer is remembered by His grace. God still sees you in the waiting. Though the road feels long and slow, He is working in the silence in ways you do not know. There were days I almost wondered if my season passed me by. There were nights I searched for answers in the stars across the sky. But the Lord who holds tomorrow never lost His hold on me. He was planting hidden mercy where my eyes could never see. So I will wait with hope again, though my heart feels worn. For the God who keeps His promises can bring joy in the morn. God still sees you in the waiting. He has not turned away. Every tear and every prayer is remembered by His grace. God still sees you in the waiting. Though the road feels long and slow, He is working in the silence in ways you do not know.
sees the days you kept on praying. He sees the nights you almost quit. He sees the hope still barely burning when your heart is tired of it. He sees the promise in your hands. He sees the faith beneath your tears. And nothing you have trusted Him with has been lost through all these years. God still sees you in the waiting, through the valley, through the rain. Every hidden season with Him will be covered now with grace. God still sees you in the waiting. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The God who holds the timing will be faithful to the end. The God who holds the timing will be faithful to the end. Do not believe that waiting means forgotten. God sees you. He sees your faith. He sees your tears. He sees your heart. And in His time, He knows how to make all things beautiful.
Numbers 23:19. Does He speak and then not act? Does He promise and not fulfill? A promise can feel heavy when time keeps passing. You remember what God spoke. You remember what you prayed. You remember the faith you had when the promise first began. But the waiting has been long and your heart has grown tired. Still, God has not dropped the promise. He still holds it. Time has not weakened His word. Delay has not erased His plan. What God promised, He is faithful enough to finish. I stood beside the quiet field where the harvest had not grown, with a promise in my memory and a heart that felt alone. The seasons changed around me, but the answer had not come. Still I held a little faith beneath the setting sun. Then the Father gently whispered through the wind across the land, "Child, what I have spoken is still held within my hand." God still holds the promise, though the road is hard to see. He is faithful in the waiting. He is working over me. God still holds the promise, though the night feels long and slow. What the Lord has spoken, He will never let it go. There were days I nearly doubted. There were nights I almost cried. There were prayers I prayed in silence with no answer in my sight. But the God who led His people through the wilderness and flame is the same God in my waiting, and He still remains the same. So I will not bury hope now, I will trust His holy plan. For the God who gave the promise still holds tomorrow in His hands. God still holds the promise, though the road is hard to see. He is faithful in the waiting, He is working over me. God still holds the promise, though the night feels long and slow. What the Lord has spoken, He will never let it go. When the years feel heavy, His word is still true. When the door feels closed, He can open something new. When the field looks empty, He still knows the seed. And what He starts in mercy, He will finish faithfully. God still holds the promise, through the valley, through the rain. Every tear I cried in waiting, He will turn into praise. God still holds the promise, I will trust Him through today. Even when I cannot see it, God is making a way. Even when I cannot see it, God is making a way. Do not bury the promise, because the answer feels delayed. God is not late. God is not forgetful. God is not finished. What He spoke in faithfulness, He still holds in His hands.
The Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. Silence does not mean your heart has stopped praying. Sometimes silence means you are too tired for words. Sometimes it means the pain is too deep to explain. Sometimes it means all you can do is sit before God and breathe. But God sees the prayers behind your silence. He sees the ache, He sees the longing, He sees the faith that has no words left, and heaven understands what your silence is saying. I sat alone before the Lord with nothing left to say. The room was still, my heart was full of things I could not pray. No perfect words came from my lips, no song rose from my chest, but deep within the quiet place, my soul was seeking rest. And mercy moved inside the room like peace I could not see. And Jesus heard the silent prayer that lived inside of me. God sees the prayers behind your silence. He hears what words can't still is near. There were names I could not mention. There were burdens I could not lift. There were dreams I placed before him, like a fragile, broken gift. But the Father of compassion never needed words from me. He could read the hidden places only mercy knows how to see. So I will not fear the quiet, I will not hide my pain, for the God who hears the silent heart can bring peace again. God sees the prayers behind your silence. He hears what words can't say. He is close inside the quiet, where your tired heart has stayed. God sees the prayers behind your silence, every longing, every tear. When your soul has lost its language, heaven still is near. He sees the prayer inside your breathing. He sees the hope you barely keep. He sees the cry beneath the stillness. He sees the faith too tired to speak. He sees the sorrow in your waiting. He sees the questions in your eyes. And every silent prayer within you is heard beyond the skies. God sees the prayers behind your silence, through the valley, through the night. When your heart can only tremble, he becomes your guiding light. God sees the prayers behind your silence. Let your weary soul believe. The Father knows what silence means and gives the grace you need. The Father knows what silence means and gives the grace you need. Your silence is not empty before God. He sees what is behind it. He sees the prayer. He sees the pain. He sees the faith. And even without words, he understands your heart. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You kept going anyway, even when you were tired, even when your heart was hurting, even when no one noticed how much strength it took. You kept showing up, you kept praying, you kept loving, you kept walking with tears nobody saw. God saw that. He saw every step you took while wounded, and the faithfulness you thought was invisible was never invisible to Him. I walked that road another mile with dust upon my feet. My heart was tired from the weight. My soul was feeling weak. I had 1,000 reasons to lay my burden down, but somewhere deep inside my faith, I kept on holding ground. When no one saw the struggle, when no one knew the cost, God was watching every step, and nothing there was lost. God saw you keep going anyway. When your strength was almost gone, He saw the faith you carried through the nights that felt so long. God saw you keep going anyway. Every tear and every prayer, when the road felt cold and lonely, His mercy met you there. There were mornings I kept rising with a heart that felt undone. There were evenings I kept trusting before the answer come. But the Father of compassion never missed my tired ways. He was near in every moment, giving grace for one more day. So I will not call it wasted, all the steps I took in pain. For the God who saw me walking will bring harvest after rain. God saw you keep going anyway. When your strength was almost gone, He saw the faith you carried through the nights that felt so long. God saw you keep going anyway. Every tear and every prayer, when the road felt cold and lonely, His mercy met you there. He saw you choose forgiveness.
He saw you choose to stay.
He saw you keep believing.
When hope felt far away,
He saw the quiet courage.
He saw the hidden fight,
And every step you took with Him was precious
in His sight.
God saw you keep going anyway.
Through the valley, through the rain, keep going anyway. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The God who kept you walking will be faithful to the end. The God who kept you walking will be faithful to the end. Do not overlook the strength it took to keep going. God saw it. He saw the tired steps. He saw the hidden tears. He saw the quiet faith. And He will not forget what you walk through with Him. You kept going anyway. You kept going anyway. Even when you were tired. Even when your heart was hurting. Even when no one noticed how much strength it took. You kept showing up. You kept praying. You kept loving. You kept walking with tears nobody saw. God saw that. He saw every step you took while wounded, and the faithfulness you thought was invisible was never.
You have collected all my tears in your bottle. There are nights when you cry quietly, not because the pain is small, but because you are tired of explaining it. You hold it in all day. You smile when you have to. You keep walking like nothing is breaking inside. But when the night comes, the tears finally fall. God saw those nights. He saw the pillow. He saw the silence. He saw the prayers that came without words, and not one tear was wasted before Him. I waited till the house was still before I let tears fall. The moonlight touched the window, and I whispered through it all. I did not have the strength to speak. I did not know what to say, but every tear that left my eyes was gathered up by grace. When no one heard the sorrow, when no one saw the pain, heaven leaned into the quiet and called me by my name. God saw the nights you cried quietly. He saw each hidden tear. He was close inside the silence when no one else was near. God saw the nights you cried quietly. Every prayer you could not speak. When your heart was tired and broken, His mercy held you deep. There were burdens on my
There were worries for tomorrow that would not let me rest, but the Lord of tender mercy never missed my lonely room. He was there before the morning, bringing light into the gloom. So I will trust His kindness when the night feels cold and long, for the God who sees my tears can turn my weeping into song. God saw the nights you cried quietly. He saw each hidden tear. He was close inside the silence when no one else was near. God saw the nights you cried quietly, every prayer you could not speak, when your heart was tired and broken. His mercy held you deep. He saw the tears you wiped away. He saw the pain you never named. He saw the strength it took to rise and face the world again. He saw the ache behind your prayer. He saw the hope you almost lost, and every tear you gave to Him was covered by the cross. God saw the nights you cried quietly, through the valley, through the rain, every hidden tear you carried. He is covering with grace. God saw the nights you cried quietly. Let your weary soul believe. The one who saw you in the dark will bring the peace you need. The one who saw you in the dark will bring the peace you need. Your quiet tears were not ignored. God saw them. God counted them. God held them close. And the same Father who saw you crying in secret is still near enough to comfort you tonight.
Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Some battles are invisible. People see you working, smiling, answering messages, living another day. But they do not see the war inside your mind. They do not see the fear you keep fighting. They do not see the prayer you whisper just to stay standing. God knows the battle you fight alone. And even when no one else understands the war. The Lord is fighting for you. I fought a war inside my heart that no one else could see, a battle in the quiet place between my fear and faith in Thee. I carried thoughts I could not stop, I carried pain unknown, and though the world stood near to me, I felt I fought alone. Then Jesus stepped into the storm with mercy in His eyes, and told my weary spirit, this battle is not only mine. God knows the battle you fight alone. He sees the hidden war. He is standing in the struggle with strength you never had before. God knows the battle you fight alone. You are not out of His sight. When your heart is tired of fighting, He is fighting for you tonight. There were mornings I felt shaken, there were nights I almost fell, there were prayers I prayed in silence that no one heard me tell. But the Lord who parts the waters never left me in the fear. He was close inside the battle, and His voice was drawing near. So I will stand inside His promise, though my strength feels almost gone. For the God who fights my battles will help me carry on. God knows the battle you fight alone. He sees the hidden war. He is standing in the struggle with strength you never had before. God knows the battle you fight alone. You are not out of His sight. When your heart is tired of fighting, He is fighting for you tonight. He fights for your peace. He fights for your heart. He fights in the places that are falling apart. He fights through the silence. He fights through the tears. He fights like a father who has stayed through the years. God knows the battle you fight alone. Through the valley, through the rain, every hidden war within you, He is covering with grace. God knows the battle you fight alone. Lift your eyes and breathe again. The Lord who fights beside you will be faithful to the end. The Lord who fights beside you
will be faithful to the end. You are not fighting alone. God sees the battle. God knows the pressure. God hears the prayer. Be still. The Lord is fighting for you.
You have collected all my tears in your bottom. There are prayers that come out as tears. No words, no long sentences, no perfect faith. Just a tired heart crying before God. Maybe you thought those tears fell unnoticed, but God heard them. He heard the tears you prayed. He understood every drop. He received every silent cry as a prayer from your soul. Nothing you cried before Him was wasted. I knelt beside the bed again with nothing left to say. The night was quiet all around, but tears began to pray. I did not have the words I needed. I did not know what to do. But every tear that touched the floor was lifted up to you. When my voice could not keep speaking, when my heart could only weep, heaven heard the holy language of the tears I could not keep. God heard the tears you prayed, every silent cry, every drop you gave to heaven was remembered in His eyes. God heard the tears you prayed when no words could come through. Your broken heart was not ignored, but Father heard you too. There were burdens I kept carrying. There were names upon my chest. There were questions in the darkness that would not let me rest. But the Lord of all compassion never missed my quiet pain. He was near beside my sorrow, like mercy in the rain. So I will trust His tender heart when prayers come through my tears. For the God who sees the sparrow has been listening through the years. God heard the tears you prayed, every silent cry, every drop you gave to heaven was remembered in His eyes. God heard the tears you prayed when no words could come through. Your broken heart was not ignored. The Father heard you too. He heard the tears beside your pillow. He heard the tears inside your car. He heard the tears no one noticed He knew how tired you are. He heard the tears for your family. He heard the tears for your pain. And every tear you prayed in secret was covered by His name. God heard the tears you prayed through the valley, through the night. When your soul had lost its language, He became your guiding light. God heard the tears you prayed. Let your weary heart believe. Every cry you gave to Jesus was received with mercy. Every cry you gave to Jesus was received with mercy. Your tears were not wasted. They were not ignored. They were not meaningless. God heard them as prayers. And the Father who heard your tears is still close to your heart.